about being patient, waiting for the right time to give a witness. We talk about being diligent. We focus our energy and our efforts on those who are interested in becoming baptized. And the last week lesson is being adaptable, like the routine of a honeybee, or fixed one, like the cicada. We said at Sinai time. So brothers and sisters, may Jehovah, the God of time and seasons, bless you in your efforts to achieve the best results. Senator Morris from the Riverview Congregation will now present the final talk of this symposium, What Creation Can Teach Us About Jehovah's Time, Land Animals.
Friends, because of Jehovah God's infinite wisdom regarding timing, many land mammals have daily cycles of activity and rest. Now, mammals are characterized by milk-producing glands for the feeding of their young. This includes people, as well as many other different kinds of animals. Later, we're going to learn how Jehovah's timing can benefit us. Scientists call this activity and rest cycle the circadian rhythms, or daily rhythms. Now, there's a number of factors involved that contribute to the makeup of this wake and sleep pattern that we all experience. Scientists have found that brain chemistry plays a role, as well as the nucleus of nerve cells that are located in the brain that regulate the sleep and rest cycle. So this clock, so to speak, is located close to where the optic nerves come together. This means that light will influence how sleepy land mammals and we get. For example, daytime is when we wake up for activity, and nighttime induces sleep or rest. All of this is because of Jehovah God's timing that He has established in land mammals, including ourselves, the cycle of wake and activity and rest or sleep. For the most part, animals respond to this instinctively. But as humans, we don't. You see, we can reason. We can choose how to use our time. We can pick and choose how we want to regulate our time as well as our patience. And this can have an impact in our relationship with our God. As you watch the following video, notice what we can learn about Jehovah's timing from these daily cycles that He designed land mammals to follow and how we can benefit.
Land mammals can stay active for long periods, from large to the not so large. But all of them need some time each day to sleep. African elephants get about 2 hours of sleep per day. Horses sleep for close to 3 hours. A wild sloth might doze for up to 14. And a little brown bat can snooze for nearly 90. But how does sleep help them? Sleep allows the body to recuperate from the day's activities. And some scientists believe that sleep allows their brains to reset and remove toxins, as if giving the brain a good scrub. It may also help to move the day's memories into long-term storage. We humans need sleep too. The younger we are, the more we need. We're not made to work constantly without sufficient rest and balanced recreation. And unlike animals, we need time to refresh our faith and confidence in Jehovah. Our friendship with Him must always be the most important thing in our life. Make sure of the more important things so that you may be flawless up to the day of Christ.
Friends, were you able to enjoy that video? Were you able to see the benefits of a balanced life of activity and rest by observing land mammals? Well, our great God, Jehovah, wants us to enjoy a balanced life also by having a routine of work and rest as well. That's the point that's brought out for us in the Bible book of Ecclesiastes chapter 4. Please follow along with me. Let's open our Bibles to Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 6. That's Ecclesiastes chapter 4, 6. And there it says, "Better is a handful of rest than 2 handfuls of hard work, and a chasing after the wind." So we can see here, friends, that the Bible writer was advocating a balanced view. Rather than having double the gain, 2 handfuls, as it were, of work, let's have 1 handful of work and 1 for rest. Otherwise, we may not have the time to enjoy what you worked so hard for in this world by focusing only on gain. So again, being balanced, by having a balanced routine. As we have learned previously, because of Jehovah God's infinite wisdom, that He instilled in us this activity of rest and work to regulate our sleep and waking time. And that's because Jehovah wants us to enjoy life in a balanced way and have a balanced routine. So friends, it's to our advantage that we work in harmony with these natural cycles that Jehovah has instilled in us, so that we can get sufficient sleep, so that we can have patience, maintain good and proper health, and reduce anxiety. As you notice in the video that we just saw, we can see that having rest and sleep helps the brain to reset. It brought out that it helps us to remove toxins, helps the body to recuperate. Sleep also helps with long-term memory and increases learning. On the other hand, sleep deprivation. Now, I think we all know what sleep deprivation does, don't we? It impedes learning. It contributes to accidents and errors, and it increases irritability. It can contribute to heart disease and many other health issues. So basically, friends, if we try to accomplish more than is reasonable, we can harm ourselves and get less done in the long run. Statistics have shown in One Awake magazine that this has become a global problem. It was estimated that in 2010, 600 million workers, or 2% of the global workforce, spent more than 40 hours a week at their job. Yes, many people find it difficult to balance family life, work, and rest. So self-examination in this area may be warranted. However, as Jehovah's servants, we're very, very busy people doing Jehovah God's will. So the question is, do we have a balanced routine? Do we have a balanced routine spiritually? And this is the point that's brought out for us in the book of Philippians chapter 1, verses 9 through 10. Let's open our Bibles and let's read that, please. That's the book of Philippians chapter 1, verses 9 through 10. Now, I know this was also mentioned in the video, but we're going to look up this scripture so that we can read it in its entirety. That's Philippians chapter 1, verses 9 through 10. And there it says, "And this is what I continue praying, that your love may abound still more and more with accurate knowledge and full discernment, that you may make sure of the more important things, so that you may be flawless and not stumbling others up to the day of Christ. Yes, friends, making sure of the more important things. So we need to continue refreshing ourselves so that we can have the energy that we need to keep worshiping Jehovah God acceptably. Again, a balanced spiritual routine. That's making sure of the more important things. The video also stated that unlike animals, we need the time to refresh our faith and our confidence in Jehovah God. The video also brought out that our friendship with Jehovah God must be the most important thing in our life. So, refreshing ourselves spiritually is just as important as maintaining physical rest. The video also showed the different ways in which we can refresh our spirituality. It showed us prayer. It also showed us personal study and also family worship. These are very important and just as important, again, as physical rest. So if we want to strengthen our relationship with Jehovah God and keep it strong, we not only need to be doing Jehovah's will by being active and busy in the all-important preaching and teaching work and making our meetings, but we also need to take the time to refresh ourselves spiritually. Again, by prayer